Here we are studying chapter number 1 of standard 8 science subject. The name of the chapter is crop production and management. As we all know, India is an agricultural country. So here we are studying about various activities which farmers must have to do. Right? So in different activities, here we are studying about adding fertilizers and manure. In the last lecture also we have studied about this activity, that is adding fertilizers and manure. We discussed that when the soil is depleted of nutrients, we must have to add fertilizers or manures to the soil. And as we add these to the soil, the crops can grow well. So, fertilizers and manures are the substance which provide nutrients to the soil, and these nutrients are then taken up by plants and plants grow well. So, this we have already discussed. Now, in this lecture, we have to study about what is fertilizer, what is manure, what is the difference between them, what are the various examples, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of using manure and fertilizers. So let's start, students, with the first term, manure. Manure is an organic substance. We get it from the nature. Right? So manure is the substance which we are getting from the nature, and it is very much important for plants. So let's see, manure, an organic substance. It is obtained from decomposition of plant and animal waste. We already know what is the meaning of decomposition. Decomposition means breakdown, right? So whenever these plant and animal wastes are there, then these wastes are broken down and we get the organic substance known as manure. The examples of manure are cow dung, compost, etc. So when farmers want to produce the manure, right, how or what they do? They will dig the soil, they will make a pit, and in the pit they just put all the plant and animal waste. Right? Say for example, the vegetable peels, the fruit peels, the rotten fruits or vegetables. Then they can also add the dried leaves, twigs and branches of plant, etc. Even they can add the animal excreta to it. Then again they put the soil over it, and after some days they will get the manure. How do they get manure? Because the microorganisms which are present in the soil, they will decompose this plant and animal waste, and they will convert this plant and animal waste into manure and organic substance. So this is the process how we get manure. We get manure in the farms, at our home also, in the gardens. Right now, moving to the next term, fertilizers. So a fertilizer is a chemical substance. So see the main difference between it. It is a chemical substance while a manure is an organic substance. So as the word suggests, chemical substance means we cannot get from the nature. These fertilizers are produced in the factories. So they are produced in the factories. They are particular in nutrients. Means if I want to grow the plant which requires a particular nutrient, say for example nitrogen, then I can add the fertilizer which is having nitrogen. In the manure we cannot decide which nutrient, which particular nutrient is present in it, right? Because we have different things in the manure. Say for example cow dung, any animal excreta, we have added some spoiled food, we have added some twigs and branches of the plant. So we cannot decide whether the particular nutrient is present in the plant or not, right? So fertilizers are chemical substances and they are produced in the factories, as well as they are particular in particular nutrients, right? The examples of fertilizers are superphosphate, potash, urea and NPK. So here NPK is the symbol, chemical symbol of different nutrients, right? So these symbols you can see N for, we have already studied in 7th standard, right? So N for nitrogen, then P for phosphorus and K for potassium. So whenever I want to grow the crop which wants nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium as nutrients, I can add this fertilizers named as NPK, right? So this is about the manure and fertilizer. Now let's move towards our next topic, that is what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of manure and fertilizers. See, each having some advantages while some or few disadvantages. Let's first see the advantages of manure. So it increases water holding capacity of the soil. Water holding capacity means the soil is having the capacity to hold the water, right? We have studied about 3 types of the soil, that is loamy soil, sandy soil and clayey soil. So if water holding capacity of any soil is more, then plants can absorb more water from their roots and plants can flourish well, right? So if we add manure to the soil, it increases the water holding capacity of the soil. Then next advantage, it increases the numbers of friendly microbes, right? So what it increases? It increases the number of friendly microbes. We know that microorganisms are also known as farmer's friend, right? They just turn the soil up and down. So as we add manure, manure will help the growth of friendly microbes. As there will be good growth of friendly microbes, what happens to it? The crops can grow better. As the soil is turned up and down, the crops can get better nutrients and the crops can flourish well. Okay, the third advantage is it makes the soil porous. Okay, here what is the meaning of porous? Porous means with holes, right? So as the soil is having more holes, the roots of the plant can breathe more air. Even the microbes and the earthworms can live in the soil which is having more pores, right? So manure, it will increases or it makes the soil porous. Then it improves the texture of the soil. Means how the soil looks like. The texture, okay, it is smooth or rough. What is the texture of it? That will be improved by the manure. So if the soil is good in texture, it will allow the crop to grow well, right? So these are some advantages of manure. But there are also some disadvantages of manure. As I told you that manure is not having particular nutrient. Means when farmer wants to add a particular nutrient to its crop, right? That is, say for example, nitrogen to his crop. Then he cannot use manure because we don't know whether the manure is having good amount of nitrogen or not, right? So we have discussed the advantages of manure, and I also told you the disadvantages of it. Now let's move toward the disadvantages of fertilizers. As I told you here that fertilizers is a chemical compound, right? So obviously it has disadvantage as we are adding chemical to the soil. Okay, so disadvantages of fertilizers. First, does not provide humus to the soil. We all know about humus. Humus increases the fertility of the soil, right? So this fertilizer, if we add to the soil, it does not provide humus to the soil. So the fertility of soil getting decreases, right? Then second is excessive use. Excessive use means so much use of the fertilizer makes the soil less fertile. Okay, if there is a decrease in fertility of the soil, it also leads to reduction in crop cultivation. Means if the soil is not fertile, then the growth of crop is reduced, right? So we will not get the expected crop harvesting. So this is the excessive use makes the soil less fertile, right? The next disadvantage is source of water and soil pollution. So if we use the fertilizers, then we are adding the chemical into the soil. So when we are adding the chemical into the soil, obviously it reaches to the soil and it leads to soil pollution, right? So soil pollution is a major problem, okay? And when it goes down into the soil, it mixes with water and it also leads to the water pollution. So using fertilizers are sources of water and soil pollution. So these are some advantages and disadvantages of fertilizers and manures. The advantage here, if we discuss, then fertilizer is having particular nutrient. As I told you here that if farmer wants to give particular nutrient to the crop, then we must have to add the fertilizers, right? So here we have discussed the term manure, fertilizer, advantages and disadvantages of manure and fertilizers. So another method of adding nutrients to the soil is we can do the crop rotation. Okay, in ancient times in northern India, farmers were doing, practicing this method. What does it mean? Crop rotation means we are growing the crop. Alternatively means once we are growing one type of crop, then after it is harvested, we are growing another type of crop. So that is known as crop rotation. So what happens when we do this practice? That one type of crop requires one nutrient or two nutrients, particularly some nutrients, right? So they are absorbing these nutrients from the soil. Now after harvesting that first crop, what we are doing? We are just growing the another crop which requires a nutrient different from the first crop. So the plants will absorb the different nutrients from the soil, and soil is not getting depleted from all the nutrients. So this is the another method by which we can add nutrients to the soil, right? So we have already discussed about the various methods to add nutrients to the soil. One is adding manure, one is adding fertilizers, and the other is practicing crop rotation method. Now in our next lecture, we will discuss about irrigation. What is irrigation? What are the different methods of irrigation? That we will study in our next lecture. So be happy, stay safe, goodbye.
आभार।